Hi there folks, Borislav247 here with another Days Gone video, and albeit something a little bit different to what I have been doing in the past, because for the very first time I'm going to dip my toe into the pond, so to speak, in terms of showing a little bit of frog jumping, because I've never actually shown anything like this on any of my videos. However, I thought if I'm actually going to take the time to show some frog jumping, I might as well do it with a bang. Because what I'm going to show here is a fantastic way in order to take out the CHEMULT Mission Horde. Truth be told, you can also use this method for taking out the Chemult Station Horde as well, but they are a tad more problematic. You'll see more about that when I get to them, but the big attraction here really is the CHEMULT Mission Horde. This horde is 300 strong. They are insane once they start chasing you. And to have a method like this at your disposal is just absolutely crazy. Not to mention that, but this is one of the easiest frog jumping areas you will ever have the luxury of being able to learn how to do this particular method from. So there's a whole load of pluses here. Now, before I get to the action, I just very quickly want to give a few shout outs to some YouTubers who have given a lot of information lately on frog jumping. And these four gents are King Gumby1, Grey Ghost Gamers, MXT Gaming, and the last but definitely not least, this is one of the Days Gone PC speedrunning legends, Inzo2, who has a channel called Practice Makes Pervert, by the way. All four of you gents, thank you so much for your input in the frog jumping, but Inzo2 especially, because the PC community has been doing frog jumping long before the console geeks got their hands on this fantastic method, so yeah. Anyhow, just about ready to rock and roll. Because it's the CHEMULT Mission Horde, I'm actually going to let the cutscenes play out at the very start that you normally see before Deke is asked to go and take out this big ass horde. So, let's get to it.
Corporal St. John.
Colonel, sir.
Come with me, please. Are we ready?
Colonel, sir. Yes, sir. That shit is locked and loaded.
Bike's already loaded, sir.
I'm not sure if I understand.
Lieutenant Weaver's weapon is finished. We're ready to test it.
Hell yeah.
Are you ready to burn down a horde?
Something wrong, Corporal?
No, sir. No. Hell yeah. Let's get this done.
All right. Now you're talking, man.
Gentlemen, this is the start of a new era. Carry on. Lieutenant Weaver, with me.
Yes, sir.
All right. I figured
I
that
think you should stay up here and let me do this alone.
What the fuck? You got a death wish?
No. That's why I think I should go in alone. Look, even with Weaver's jacked up Molotovs, we can't take an entire horde all at once. No. So, I figure I go down there. I get their attention. I pull off a few at a time, and then I run like hell. And I gotta find some way to slow them down, maybe set a few traps. And then I blow them to hell. Look, two of us running around down there, it's gonna be chaos. We'll just pull the horde down on each other. No, you stay up here. You keep an eye on me. If shit goes south, you ride in there, you get me the hell out. Unless you got a better plan.
I got nothing. I've got more Molotovs, ammo in my saddlebags.
Good. Shit's gonna come in handy.
Actually, what Deke should be saying to the captain here is, do you know what, mate? I'm just going to head down there. I'm going to go over to a particular section, then I'm going to fly up onto the top of the cafe roof, and from there, I'm going to take out the horde. Is that okay with you, big man? Yeah, at the moment, I'm actually taking the time to get the binoculars out, and at the moment, very unusually, although the CHEMULT horde is down there, if you actually take a look with the binoculars, there's nothing to be seen. Something I was never actually too happy about. It would have been a fantastic sight to be able to see this gargantuan horde moving along through Chemult. But I'm in no rush to get down there because I need to have this horde all the way down to the bottom section of Chemult where they're by the railway tracks before I even remotely attempt to start doing what I'm going to be doing. So, do you know what? What the hell? They've had long enough. It's just make my way on down and then we're going to have some fun. Because, as I mentioned before, this frog jumping method isn't the easiest, but the particular area that I'm going to be doing all this from is one of the easiest areas you will get in order to learn frog jumping from. So, if you are lucky enough to be in the south, then happy days. Head over to this area and give this a shot. It's a whole lot of fun once you learn it, but there is a bit of a learning curve with getting this particular method done correctly. Now, I'm checking over yonder there, and I'm not seeing too much in the way of movement. Most of them are over where they need to be, but there is a few stragglers that I can see at the very back. That is why I'm just holding back still. Might as well just bring the bike over here. That'll do. Yep. And there we go. That particular building right there. I'm looking to get onto the roof of that bad boy. And it's actually a lot easier than what it first looks. I'm not trying to scare anyone to death in terms of trying to do this technique. When you do it in a certain way, yeah, it's very manageable indeed. Now, there are a number of things that can go wrong when attempting frog jumps, but if you just keep to a few strict rules when trying to do a frog jump, especially this size frog jump, you will be absolutely fine. Because there are larger frog jumps that you may want to take on in the Days Gone game, which are a whole load of fun, but yes, a whole load of things can go wrong with them as well. Now, this is where the frog jumping is going to take place. And I will show later on that it does not matter what weapon you're using, as long as you have a weapon. Very important, in order to get this started, Deacon needs to be crouched, with a weapon armed. And then what you need to do is to make your way into the corner here until Deke gets to a very specific position. Normally I can get in quite quickly. There we go. That is it. Now, I'm just going to move down here, and I'm actually going to bring up the photo mode to show exactly what he looks like. Yeah, as you can see, the left hand there is out, and he's in position to rock and roll for this. And what I've brought up on screen is exactly what you need to be doing. The first thing you need to start all this, and it's very important, is using the left joystick. You move it basically towards your target, and it's roughly about half a second. But then you're letting go of this. Then immediately pressing the L1 and L2 together and keep them held. All of a sudden, Deke's jumping. Watch for the mini-map so that you get an idea of where you need to be. And when you want to land, you simply let go of L2. If you do it that way, you are good. As you can see, I got that right first time. And I'll prove that was no fluke later on, because I will show with every single weapon that can be done. But right now, I'm just moving on to this slightly lower section of the roof here at this cafe. And holy shit, this is going to be over so quickly. Because all of the horde know exactly where you are and are coming over in heavy numbers. As you can see, the line of sight here while they're en route is just fantastic. And I'm just giving them the time to congregate nicely below me. And by the way, the World War Z style tactics are going to do them absolutely hee-haw good here, because they simply are not large enough to get to this position. I've tested this a great number of times without any problems whatsoever. I have yet to see a freaker that's managed to get to this position. And in the past, this cafe has been known for an easy kill location as such, but took a tremendous amount of time to get the entire horde, because the horde would just basically circle the entire cafe. You don't have that problem when you do it like this. They are all very much there and ready to be picked off, and yeah, a little bit of acrobatics there by one of the freakers. Always nice to see. Now, I've just about got them all taken out here, so I'm just going to take the time to once again thank somebody, and I did thank this gent before, but he's going to get a special mention because this gent was the first person I'd ever seen use a frog jump to get to the top of this cafe, and that gent's name is the legend MXT Gamer. Thank you, sir, for showing the way. I don't think you actually used this particular spot on this section of roof to get the job done in your video, but you certainly showed what needed to be done in order to make all this happen, so thank you again, sir. And that is the Horde taken care of. Now, I have seen in a number of videos that people always tend to be using just the sidearm in order to get the job done. Well, I'm going to show that you can do this frog jump using any weapon that you have available. So I'll start with the sidearm, which is what everybody seems to use. So I'm going to get Deke into position. Then I'm going to pan the camera around, and I tend to use that satellite dish there as a sort of guide. And then from there, it's a quick press with the left joystick. Then of course the L1 and L2 held together. And very important, when you're flying, do not try and judge your drop by just watching what's on screen with Deke himself when he's flying. Use the minimap. I cannot stress that enough. Makes the job so much easier because you can see on the minimap exactly what's going on with the building that's coming up ahead. So again, I've actually got the special weapon here. Here we go. See on the minimap. As soon as I get over it, and I quite literally look just for the edge of the building, and then I select, then I let go of the L2. Because what actually happens is on the minimap, he actually does go a little bit further forward than where you actually are when you let go of the L2. So that's worth knowing. But you've got quite a big landing area here. So, again, last time, I'm going to attempt to get 3 in a row here. Here we go. Doing this now with the Chicago Chopper again. Minimap. Oh yeah, that was a perfect one. Right in the centre of the roof. And then from there, of course, you can just head down to this lower section, which is ideal for taking out the Horde. Right, and folks, before I move on to the Chemult Station Horde, just want to show how not to do a frog jump in terms of leaving the area. If you press the L1 and L2 and then let go of the L1, Deke's gone because you speed up really quickly. Just wanted to show that. But onto the Chemult Station Horde. Now, there is no difference in terms of the method, in terms of the setup certainly. I want to make the frog jump over to that particular roof section, then get onto the slightly lower section in order to get the job done. But there is a big difference when trying to take on this Horde, because this Horde reside a lot further down, and this makes all the difference because this Horde is very difficult to get over to this position. In fact, they're so difficult to get over to this position that I'm actually going to have to entice the biggest part of the Horde over to this particular gaming section that I am currently at right now in order to make an effective attack on this lot. So, if I'm getting their attention, I might as well get a few kills. But from here, I have their attention, and I've actually got rather a lot of time here because they're not going to come all the way over here. Well, you might get 1 or 2 stragglers, but that will be it. So from here, just set myself up very quickly. I use that satellite dish as my sort of aiming way for getting over here. Use the minimap in order to make sure that I get a nice landing. Then get down onto this lower section, and now I am going to require the use of some attractors and obviously some gunplay here. So attractors especially, because they're all heading back over to their location over there, which is where they reside. But I have virtually the entire Horde out now, and this makes all the difference. Now, it's super safe because you get very few of them that come over to this position, and any of them that do, yeah, I'm seeing 1 or 2 now, that's great. I can forget about them. I'm going to clean them up at the very end once I've taken care of the rest of them. My concern right now is all the ones that are walking away from me. But look at the line of sight that you've got, and just look at how safe this is. The ones that are below me I'm not concerned with because they can't get near me. I am just looking to tidy up all this lot over here in order to get the job done. And yeah, it's a good bit of target practice here. Might as well get the SMP9 out now. Yeah, this is going well. So, all I've got to do is to clean up what's left. And yeah, I don't even need a napalm Molotov for this. Just a standard Molotov will do the job. In fact, you know what, let's see if I can entice them on to the corner here. Yeah, that's done not too bad a job. But at the same time, I'm still going to take up the SMP9 and just to take them out a little bit quicker. Now, very important to note, especially with this horde, is that chances are there'll be one or two still left over by the railway section over there, which is demonstrated here. I'm not seeing any sort of notification yet saying that I've taken them all out. So some will remain, but when you do it in this way, there's not going to be very many of them. I've tried in the past doing it slightly other ways where there's been about a good 20 to 30 of them left over here, but shouldn't be the case this time. I think I got most of them, in fact. There we go, there was only 3 left. And there we go, that brings me close to the end of this video, but just want to finish by saying, if you want an area to learn the frog jumping technique safely, head to the particular crate where I do all the jumping from, because honestly it is one of the easiest places that you can ever do a frog jump from, and you have a very nice target to aim for just across the road. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you all enjoyed it, folks. Take care.